from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a
fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Minnesota. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship. Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rodgers now on first down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. It's Cameron Dance. Who picks it?
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's got this down to the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the 29, Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. On second and goal, Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the slant. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that. One off with 3.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On third down, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Savage. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Rodgers now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and a yard, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead. 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Short kick. One of the up. Middle take it now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 51 yards. Mike Zimmer staring down our referee. He's upset. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. So the decision to throw the flag winds up being a correct decision for Mike Zimmer. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Oh, no.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And then makes it 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Rodgers on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers going to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. Powerful running. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. That time a 9-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. Zadarius Smith getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On 2nd and 10. Cousins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Cousins now. Under pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Davante Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers flush to his right. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Cousins gives way to Cook. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Now Cousins. A nice little juke. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Cousins. Steps away. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.